Treasure, here's another worst witch story for you. This one is The Worst Witch Saves the Day. I wonder what happens. Here's the little bit on the back. What this cat needs is to pull himself together. Something is up at Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches. Mildred Hubbell's new form teacher is really weird. Or is she? Investigating isn't easy, especially when Mildred's potions go wrong. The class know-it-all insists on being helpful, and her beloved cat is having a nervous breakdown. Oh, sounds pretty bad to me. Let's find out what happens. Tropical sunshine beat down on the pupils of Miss Cackle's Academy for Witches as they arrived in the schoolyard for the first day of winter term. Only the first years entered the school on foot, as they had not learned to fly yet, but all the other pupils, and of course the teachers, soared over the high wall on their broomsticks like a flock of crows, a spectacular sight to see. The school year was divided into 2 long terms instead of the usual 3, so the weather conditions were often mismatched to the girls' uniforms at the very beginning of term. This is just typical, thought Mildred Hubbell, wriggling her toes uncomfortably inside thick grey socks and heavy winter boots. When we come back for summer term, it was snowing and we were frozen to death in our summer dresses. Mildred was beginning her 3rd year at Miss Cackle's Academy. She was relieved to be coming back at all after an accident-prone 2 years under the beady eye of the blood-curdling Miss Hardbroom, or HB as the girls called her, who had been Mildred's form mistress for both of those years. However, this term Mildred felt much more confident. During the summer break, she had been on a special 2-week broomstick crash course, a rather unfortunate description in Mildred's case, and had received a broomstick proficiency certificate and a smart new broom from her mum as a reward. Sadly, her cat Tabby, who was the only tabby cat in the school, all the rest being regulation black, had not improved very much. In fact, at all, if one of those was to be truthful. Of course, he had got used to flying on the broomstick with her after only 4 terms of practice, but he still hated it and always crouched down on the back of the broomstick, looking like a guinea pig in a hutch, or worse, completely flat. So all he could do was hang on better as she zoomed around on her broomstick. However, he was a very affectionate and cuddly cat, and she did like him. Just the sort of cat to curl up with you on a freezing night at the stone-built drafty school, and Mildred loved him with all her heart. Mildred zipped over the school wall without wobbling, despite the heavy luggage hanging on from the back, and coasted to a halt near the broomstick. She was rather smug. Not bad, Mildred Hubbell, said a sneery voice from the gloomy interior. Had a brain transplant during the holes, did you? Oh, hello, Ethel, said Mildred without enthusiasm, as she peered in to see who it was. Ethel Hallow was the top student in Mildred's class. She was bright at every subject, including popularity with the teachers, which had unfortunately gone to her head and given her a tendency to belittle her classmates. Mildred's lack of ability in all directions had made her Ethel's #1 target since their very first term. Mildred unhooked her luggage and clipped her broomstick into the rack below her name. It always pleased her to see her name waiting for her at the beginning of a new year. Above her coat peg and broomstick clip and on her bedroom door, as if everyone expected her to come back as a matter of course. Mildred Hubbell, it proclaimed, as if she was important in the world. Nice broom, said Ethel. Pity you waste it on someone like you. Don't start, Ethel warned Mildred. Start what? Exclaimed Ethel loudly in an innocent tone. Honestly, Mildred Hubble, you're so touchy. Mildred made her way out into the yard and scanned the group of girls for one of her best friends. Maud, is that you? She called, as she suddenly realised that the smiling person running towards her was her very best friend, with her hair cut in curly bunches instead of the usual straight ones. Of course it's me, laughed Maud. Do you like my new hairdo? My aunt gave me a brilliant styling thing. You just turn it on for a bit, roll up your hair in it, and abracadabra, you get all these lovely bouncy wavy curls. I absolutely love my new hair now. Thanks, Maudie, said Mildred. Oh, it is so nice to see you again. It's a while since that makes this school worthwhile, knowing that you're here with me. This hair thing, it's like a brush and you just roll it up and say abracadabra and your hair goes all curly. It's brilliant. Look, I'll give you a go later if you like. Well, I'm not going anywhere else for the next several years, said Maud, so we'll well and truly get curling together, as long as you don't go and get yourself expelled. No chance, said Mildred. I'm going to be the best witch in the world this term. Just you wait and see. Look, isn't that Enid landing by the wall? And there's the bell. Let's go and see who we've got this year. It can't be HB again, surely. That's where we leave it. So if you want to know what happens, borrow the book, The Worst Witch Saves the Day by Jill Murphy. Till next time, treasure.